Sometimes people will ask me, what's a leadership book that I've read that has had a big influence on me and my perspectives about leadership? And I've read a lot of the books that other people have read, but one book that I read that really resonated with me and deeply influenced me is a book by Stanley Milgram called Obedience to Authority. We think of the idea of leadership and we always put it on this pedestal that leaders are high and noble people doing good and ethical things all the time. But the truth is, it's not always that way. Leadership can be used for benevolent means, doing really great, wonderful things in the world. Man wouldn't have gotten to the moon hadn't it been for great leadership. But you show me any genocide that's ever been done in the world, and there was a leader at the head of it. So leadership can be applied for good and for evil. And this book, Obedience to Authority by Stanley Milgram, talked all about the Milgram studies where people would do unethical, immoral, downright despicable things simply because an authority figure in a lab coat was telling them that they needed to do so. In fact, oftentimes they thought they were killing a person in the other room and they would still do it just because somebody in a lab coat was telling them to do so. So I learned a lesson that, as much as we deify the idea of leadership, we have to be very clear-headed about the misuse of leadership in the wrong hands and the danger that it can do. What's a book that really impacted me? Obedience to Authority.